Speaking of that, you look at the Constitution. You've been in the news with comments you made about Libya over the course of this week. Concern that a lot of conservatives have is, number one, why are we even in Libya? Do we have a national interest at stake there? And number two, the process where the Constitution is very clear that a president is the commander-in-chief, but he needs authorization from Congress for the use of force. And so a lot of conservatives concerned that he seemed to ignore the constitutional process that he should have followed as president. What's your
take? I don't think you need a declaration of war. I mean, the evidence is very clear, going all the way back to George Washington, that the commander-in-chief provision has very wide latitude. The shores of Tripoli from the Marine Corps, involved an expedition Jefferson sent off without asking Congress's permission, and that was a pretty big deal back then. I find a couple of things troubling about the way the president has gotten into this adventure. The first is there is no standard. I mean, if you listen to his standard for why we're in Libya, you could apply it to Sudan, to Zimbabwe, to parts of West Africa. You could apply it to North Korea. You could apply it to Burma. I mean, this is a opportunistic act by a group of amateurs who haven't thought through what they're doing. Mm-hmm. But let me go one step further. When the President of the United States cites that his authority comes from the United Nations and the Arab League, I've been telling groups all over the country, go look at the Constitution. I can't find, and of course he was a Harvard Law graduate and he was the editor of the Law Review, so he's presumably a very smart lawyer. But go look in the Constitution. I don't find the words Arab League anywhere in the Constitution. So this is nonsense. He's supposed to consult with the Congress, act on behalf of the United States as a sovereign country. And I just think this is part of a general left-wing bias to get away from American sovereignty and somehow rely on non-American institutions for authority.